Ladies and gentlemen, most people have no idea what's about to happen to their phones. And, and I don't say that lightly. Something is unfolding right now silently in the very device that's sitting in your hand, on your table, or beside your bed. And no one's talking about it. Not the news, not the companies, not the people you trust most, but it's happening. I want you to listen to me carefully. Don't skip a single second of what I'm about to say. Because if you miss even one detail, you might miss the very thing that could protect you and your mind from what's already starting to affect millions. Today, I'll share 4 hidden things about your phone that are quietly shaping your thoughts, your habits, your energy, even your memory. And listen, the 4th hidden truth is the darkest and most concerning one. I'm saving that for last. It's something no one else is willing to tell you, but I will because you deserve to know. Before I reveal the first hidden thing, I want you to tell me, where are you listening from right now? Which city? Drop in the comments below. You might already be feeling the effects of what I'm about to reveal. And sharing this will help others in your area see it too. And while you're here, please hit the like button so more people can find this message. It's time people start seeing what's really happening inside their phones. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you never miss any valuable information I share, because what I'm sharing will keep unfolding in the coming weeks. And I don't want you to be left behind. And if you're watching this right now, tell me in the comments, I'm listening. I want to see how many of you are really ready to hear what I'm about to share. The first hidden thing is what I call the attention hijack. Every time you touch your phone, something happens inside your brain. A small spark of dopamine, the same chemical that drives addiction. That notification sound, that red icon, that vibration, they're not accidental. They're engineered to make you react, not think. You think you're choosing to open that message, but in truth, it's choosing you. And I know some of you might say, I'm just checking the news, or I'm just keeping up with my grandkids. But the truth is, your phone isn't just keeping you informed, it's keeping you hooked. Tech companies spend billions studying your attention, literally mapping the patterns of your eyes, your clicks, your emotions. Every scroll, every pause, every second you hesitate, that data is recorded and fed back into algorithms designed to hold you just a few seconds longer. They're not selling you a product anymore. They're selling your focus. And when they control what holds your focus, they begin to control how you think, what you feel, and even how long you stay curious about something that once mattered deeply to you. That's the real hijack, not your phone, but your mind. Let me tell you about Susan, 68 years old, retired teacher from Ohio. She once told me, I can't sleep without scrolling through my phone now. She used to start her mornings with prayer. Now she starts with notifications. It didn't happen overnight, it happened gradually. One tap, one alert, one endless scroll at a time. She didn't even notice her focus fading until she couldn't finish a book she started. This isn't just happening to Susan. It's happening to millions of adults and seniors across America. People who grew up before the digital age, who now live inside of it. That's why this message matters. Because the longer we ignore what's really going on, the harder it becomes to pull our minds back from the constant noise. You see, attention is like sunlight. Whatever it shines on grows. And when your attention is hijacked, the things that truly matter, your peace, your relationships, your faith, your creativity, they begin to fade quietly in the shadows. That's why I always say technology should serve you, not steal you. This is why I want you to pause right now and ask yourself this. When was the last time you used your phone without it using you? Drop your honest answer in the comments. Just 2 words. I control it or it controls me. Be honest, because self-awareness is the first step to freedom. Now, I want you to try something small but powerful. Every morning for the next 31 days, before you pick up your phone, open a simple planner. I call it the 31-day daily high-impact planner. Write one thing you want to achieve that day before touching your screen. Do this consistently, and you'll start noticing something profound. Clarity returns. You begin the day with intent, not impulse. Your phone should be a tool of creation, not a chain of distraction. But here's the part that's even more concerning, and almost no one is talking about it. What if the same device that connects you to the world is quietly disconnecting you from it? Because of the second hidden truth about your phone, the one that no one's ever told you, isn't about attention anymore. It's about disconnection. And when I tell you what's really happening beneath that surface, it will make you rethink every connection you thought you had. Don't skip the next message. Don't scroll away. Everything I'm saying connects together. If you miss even one part, you won't understand the full truth. Stay with me, because the fourth truth is the most dangerous one. And by the time we get there, you'll understand why time is running out to protect yourself. You remember what I said earlier? The first hidden truth was how your phone hijacks your attention. But there's something far more silent happening underneath that. And if you've ever felt strangely disconnected from people, from peace, from your own thoughts, even though you're more connected than ever, this might be the reason. The second hidden truth is what I call the disconnection paradox. Let me explain. We built phones to connect us, families separated by miles, friends across oceans, parents and children who can share a moment with a tap. That was the dream. But what if the very tool meant to bring us closer has quietly become the wall between us? Every message, every video, every feed, every story, it all feels like connection. But it's not. It's contact. And contact is not the same as connection. You can be surrounded by messages all day and still feel completely alone. And that's not a coincidence, because the deeper truth is this. The design of your phone rewards interaction, not intimacy. It's built to make you participate, not to make you feel present. That's why even in a room full of people, you see heads down, eyes glowing in blue light, a generation that can talk to thousands, but can't look into one another's eyes for 10 seconds. That's the paradox. And it's rewriting human connection faster than we realize. I met a man once, 74 years old, retired firefighter from Texas. He said, "I talk to my grandkids every day online, but when we met last Christmas, it felt like we didn't really know each other anymore." That broke me, because that's the story of millions today. Our technology promised connection, but gave us simulation, a digital mirror that reflects us back, but doesn't touch us. And the danger is, after a while, people stop noticing the difference. When you lose the habit of real connection, real listening, real empathy, real silence, the mind starts to numb. And when the mind numbs, truth becomes noise. That's how people can scroll for hours through world-changing headlines and still feel nothing. That's not indifference. That's overexposure. And it's happening on a scale we've never seen before. I need you to hear this. Don't skip. Don't scroll. Listen carefully, because time is running out for many people to reclaim their ability to truly connect before technology completes the shift from tool to replacement. The systems behind your phone are studying your emotions, how long you pause on a sad video, how you react to good news, what kinds of images make you stay longer. They're building emotional maps of human behavior. And while that sounds harmless, ask yourself what happens when a machine knows what moves you better than your family does. That's not science fiction. That's now. Most seniors, The people who once built the very principles of human connection are being left out of that conversation completely. The media won't tell you this because it challenges everything they profit from. Silence sells more comfort than truth ever could. But truth is exactly what we need now. So, here's a question I want you to answer in the comments. When was the last time you had a full conversation without checking your phone even once? Share your answer. I still remember, or I can't recall. Be honest. Your answer might help someone else realize they're not alone in the struggle. And if what I'm saying resonates with you, hit the like button so this message reaches another person today who's sitting alone in silence, scrolling, wondering why they feel empty inside. Now, I want to give you something practical, a simple way to begin rebuilding true connection. Remember the 31-day daily high-impact planner I mentioned earlier. Each morning, after you write your intention for the day, add this line beneath it. Who will I connect with meaningfully today without screens? You'll be surprised how one handwritten question can begin to retrain your brain to seek real human warmth again. Because attention shapes experience, but connection shapes the soul. And if you've been feeling that slow emotional fatigue lately, that sense that life is getting louder but emptier, you're not imagining it. It's not just distraction, it's disconnection. The paradox is that your phone makes you feel close, but it's quietly separating you from everything that gives your life meaning, your faith, your family, your peace of mind. And the longer it continues, the harder it becomes to find your way back. There's a silent epidemic of loneliness growing behind glowing screens. People are mistaking online validation for belonging, digital likes for love, quick replies for relationships. But no amount of notifications can replace the warmth of real presence. I want you to pause and breathe right now. Think about someone you haven't truly talked to in a while. Not a text, not a comment, but a real conversation. Send them a message today that says, "I've been thinking of you. Let's talk." Small actions like that start to heal the emotional distance that devices have quietly built between us. But listen, what I'm telling you now is only part of what's really happening. Because the next hidden thing, the one almost no one talks about, goes even deeper. It's not about your relationships anymore. It's about your mind's capacity to remember, to think clearly, to stay grounded in truth. There's a quiet erosion happening inside the human memory. And if the attention hijack steals your focus, and the disconnection paradox steals your heart, this next hidden force is beginning to steal your mind. We're already seeing the signs everywhere. People forgetting things more easily, struggling to think deeply, to recall, to reflect. But that's not random. There's a reason behind it. I'll explain exactly what's going on and why no one seems to be warning you. Because by the time I tell you the final truth, the one hidden inside your phone right now, you'll understand why this message found you today and why time really is running out to prepare and protect yourself and your family. So don't leave and don't miss what's coming next. What I'm about to share could change the way you see technology and your own mind forever. Because this one affects every single person holding a phone right now, even you. What I'm about to tell you isn't about your phone's battery life or how fast it runs. It's about your memory. And most people have no idea how deeply their phones are quietly reshaping their ability to think, remember, and feel. They call it convenience. But what's really happening is what I call the memory drain effect. Let me explain. Not long ago, our minds were maps. We could recall phone numbers, directions, details, even faces effortlessly. But something changed. We stopped remembering because our devices started remembering for us. And while that sounds harmless, psychologists and neuroscientists are already warning the brain rewires itself based on what it does often. So when your brain stops storing information, it starts forgetting how to store information. And that right there is one of the most hidden cognitive crises of our generation. Have you noticed it? That feeling when you open your phone to check one small thing and suddenly an hour disappears, or when you realize you can't remember what you had planned for the day unless it's written in your notes app. Drop I've noticed this in the comments if you felt that fog creeping in lately. Because this isn't random. It's a pattern and it's happening everywhere. Think about it. Every time you rely on your phone to think for you, your brain says, okay, I don't need to remember that anymore. That's how the memory drain effect spreads slowly, invisibly, habit by habit. The average person today unlocks their phone over 1,000 times a day. Each of those unlocks isn't just a tap. It's a training session, training your brain to seek immediate answers instead of lasting understanding, training your focus to live in fragments, training your memory to fade. And here's the part few people talk about. The more you outsource memory, the more your emotional memory weakens, too. That means you don't just forget facts, you start losing the depth of moments. The texture of life becomes thinner, less vivid. Ever wondered why some people say time feels like it's speeding up? It's not the world moving faster, it's our memory capacity shrinking. Because when your days blow together, your brain stops encoding them as rich experiences. And when that happens, time literally feels shorter. This is the silent cost of convenience. But here's what they won't tell you. You can reverse it. You can retrain your brain to store depth again. Start small, write by hand again. Walk without your phone, and most importantly, capture moments, not just photos. When you take a picture, also take a breath. Anchor it with a memory. Your brain will thank you later. But here's where it gets even deeper. Because this memory drain effect isn't just about what your phone does to your brain. It's also about what it's doing to your identity. You see, memory builds meaning. It connects who you were yesterday to who you are today. If your memory weakens, your sense of self weakens. And that's what we're seeing. A generation that remembers less, feels less grounded, and questions more who they truly are. Does that sound familiar to you? Type yes, I see it in the comments. If you've noticed that shift in people or in yourself now, don't misunderstand me. Technology isn't the villain. The real danger is what happens when we stop noticing what it's doing to us. And that's why I had to tell you this, because the next hidden truth, the one I'll reveal soon, is far more urgent. It's something that's already affecting millions of people right now as you listen to this. And if you don't understand it in time, it could change the way your phone and the world interacts with you forever. But before that, I want you to take a moment to pause. Ask yourself this. If my phone is draining my memory, my focus, and my sense of time, what else might it be quietly draining that I haven't noticed yet? That's where the next truth begins. But before we go there, I want you to do something for yourself. A simple daily reset that helps rewire your mind for clarity and focus again. Remember the 31-day daily high-impact planner I told you about earlier. This is the time to start using it. It's not just a planner, it's a memory restorer. Each page helps you reclaim what the digital world has been quietly taking from you. Your attention, your awareness, and your inner control. Start today. Don't wait until tomorrow. Because the longer this goes unchecked, the harder it is to get back what's been lost. You see, this message found you for a reason. Not by accident, not by chance. You were meant to hear this before the final truth I'm about to reveal. Because when I tell you what's really happening behind the screens, the fourth hidden truth, you'll understand why time is running out for millions who haven't yet woken up to it. And you'll see why almost no one is talking about it. Not the media, not the companies, not the experts. Because what I'll reveal next changes everything. It's the most concerning truth yet, one that touches privacy, control, and the very future of how humans and technology will coexist. So, don't miss it. Don't scroll away. Keep listening, because once I show you what's really coming, you'll never look at your phone the same way again. And you'll finally understand why this message had to find you today. So, listen carefully, because what I'm about to say is the most urgent part of this message. The truth that almost no one is ready to face. You've seen how your phone steals your attention. You've seen how it disconnects you from real connection. You've seen how it drains your memory. But this last truth is the one that affects everything. The one that quietly decides the future of how humans and technology will coexist. It's called the overall drain. Every notification, every scroll, every search, every click seems small. But each one is a signal, a drop in the ocean of your cognition. And what no one is telling you is that the world is already witnessing the largest collective cognitive decline in human history. Attention spans are shrinking, focus endurance is collapsing, and emotional stability, the ability to stay calm, patient, and present, is falling faster than anyone expected. This isn't a guess, it's measurable. Studies across the world show that the average person can now focus for less than 8 seconds before switching tasks. That's shorter than the attention span of a goldfish. And while that sounds almost humorous, it's not funny because it's shaping how humanity thinks, feels, and makes decisions. So you see, your phone isn't just a tool anymore. It's become an environment, a digital atmosphere that your brain has adapted to breathe in every single day. And that atmosphere isn't neutral, it's engineered. Every sound, every color, every swipe is optimized to keep your mind engaged, not enlightened. And the result is this: the more we interact with it, the less we interact with ourselves. That's the hidden danger. Because the overall drain doesn't just weaken your focus, it rewires how your brain handles truth. When information becomes endless, your ability to distinguish what's real from what's manipulative starts to blur. That's how control begins, not through force, but through fatigue. A tired mind doesn't resist, it scrolls. A distracted mind doesn't question, it accepts. And that's why this message matters now more than ever. Do you feel it? That constant noise inside your head, that tug to check, to refresh, to scroll, even when you don't want to. Drop "I feel it" in the comments if you've noticed that pull taking over your thoughts lately. Because millions of people are feeling it, too. And most don't even realize it's not their fault. It's design, it's data, it's dependency, and it's happening quietly and visibly all around us. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you had a full conversation without looking at a screen? When was the last time you felt bored and stayed with that boredom long enough to have a new idea? Most people can't remember because the constant drip of stimulation has replaced the deep well of thought. And when thought declines, creativity follows. That's the drain no one's talking about. The creative and cognitive collapse, slowly eating at the roots of human potential. And here's the part that should make you stop and think. This isn't just about individuals anymore. It's about the collective mind of society. When billions of people lose focus at the same time, decisions get weaker. When attention becomes currency, truth becomes optional. And the systems that control attention, control behavior, that's the real power no one talks about, because the longer you stay distracted, the easier it becomes for someone else to think for you. That's why I said this message had to find you now, because time is running out for people to prepare not for a doomsday, but for a rewiring, a quiet shift where human autonomy is being replaced. And if we don't learn to control it, it will control us. So what can you do right now? First, start protecting your time like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Each minute you spend focused is a minute you take back from the noise. Second, rebuild your mind's endurance. Set aside 15 minutes a day. No screens, no sounds, no scrolling, just silence. You'll be surprised how loud your own mind becomes when it's finally allowed to think again. And third, start recording your clarity. That's why I talk about the 31-day daily high-impact planner as a tool for recovery. It's a daily reset that helps you see patterns, track your focus, and remember who you were before the world got this loud. Use it every day. Because the only way to fight digital decline is with conscious design. Now, here's what's coming, and you need to hear this. In the next few years, as devices become more intelligent and more personalized, your phone will know more about your mind than you do. It will predict what you want, when you want it, and how long it should hold your attention. And if you don't learn to set the boundaries now, those predictions will start shaping your choices. That's the silent line we're crossing. When technology stops serving humanity and starts guiding it, that's why this message matters. Because by the time most people realize what's happening, the drain won't just be cognitive, it will be cultural. This isn't fear, this is fact. And that's why you can't ignore it, because this isn't about your phone anymore. It's about your future. And that's why I'm asking you stay aware, stay informed, and stay connected here, because what I'm about to share in my next message will go even deeper beyond your phone into the hidden architecture of the internet itself. You can't afford to miss it. If what I said today resonated with you, hit the like button to help this message reach someone who needs to hear it. Comment below and tell me, I'm taking back my focus, or I'm choosing awareness. Share one step you're taking this week to regain your attention. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and don't miss what's next. Because this channel exists for one reason: to help you, protect you, and prepare you for the truths no one else is telling. You found this message for a reason. Now, use it before the world forgets how to. Check my playlist for more videos, and I'll see you in the next